Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to the last episode of our series. For those of you who've been watching us from the very first episode, you would know that we have had the opportunity to interview some incredibly talented and inspirational personalities from Pakistan. We've gotten the chance to hear about their stories, the challenges they face, how they rose to success, and what we can learn from them and from their stories. This series has been done under the umbrella of the Enterprise Challenge Pakistan, which is a pan-Pakistan entrepreneurial competition for secondary school students. And it's an initiative of the Princess Trust International in the UK and is managed and delivered by SEED in Pakistan. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Jubilee Life Insurance for powering this entire series and for giving us the opportunity to empower and inspire young people across the country. Thank you so much. So in today's episode, I have with us Susanna Tamimi, who is the head of delivery for Asia in the Princess Trust International, and she's joining us from the UK. And we have Shaisa Aisha, who is the CEO of SEED. So hi, both of you. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
So it's really great to have you guys here, and I'm really grateful that you guys could join us today to conclude this series with us together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go to Susanna, because Susanna, I've been mentioning the Princess Trust International all this time. And I just want to know, what is the Princess Trust International? For those of the viewers who are watching this interview, they don't know what this is. So do you want to tell us what Princess Trust International is?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mariam. So the Princess Trust International is the international arm of Princess Trust UK, which is the UK leading youth charity that was founded by His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, in over 40 years ago, and has supported over all these years over 1 million young people to develop their skills and confidence in relation to education and employment. And 6 years ago, Princess Trust International was started to bring some of the learning from the UK and work with extraordinary partners such as SEED in Pakistan to adapt this learning and respond to the needs of young people across the world. At the moment, we're working in 13 countries with approximately 40 partners, and we have supported 15,000 young people. And SEED has been one of our first partners. We're very proud of our partnership with them.
Thank you, Susanna. We're more than happy to be a part of this. And so do you want to tell us a little bit about how Enterprise Challenge began, actually?
Sure. The Enterprise Challenge started 10 years ago, and it started in secondary school across the UK to spark enterprise ideas among young people, but also raise their aspirations and confidence that they could change their path. So we started 10 years ago, and it was immediately a success, and now it's delivered across the entire country. And it then soon developed in Jordan, and Pakistan followed soon after, as we had one of our mentors who was also in the SEED director for us, Khan. So he brought Enterprise Challenge in Pakistan, which was a great success. And at the moment, it's also delivered in Kenya and Barbados, and there are new countries that want to join across Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and the Caribbean.
That sounds so exciting. Maybe one day all the students from these different countries can compete in a global program together under Enterprise Challenge, and that would be so exciting to see. So, Shaisa, I'm going to ask you a little bit now. So we've been doing Enterprise Challenge Pakistan here for 4 years. This is the 4th year of execution. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what's happening this year with the program?
Okay, so thank you, Mariam. We're very excited about this year, and since the last 4 years, we've been doing the program across Pakistan, including cities like Balochistan and Gilgit and Kashmir, and it was conducted in a very traditional face-to-face manner. But this year we've changed our format and we've gone completely digital. So we've set up a platform where the children and the teachers and the mentors are interacting with each other, and they're also playing an online game, a business simulation game. And there's a lot of online educational content that we've developed together. And the kids are, working in teams, and they're coming up with enterprise ideas, and it's all happening digitally. So, that's the difference since how we run the program formally. And we'll be holding the national finals in 2021. We're very excited about that, how it's going to turn out to be, how we're going to be concluding this digital program this year. And we're looking forward to the years ahead for ECP.
Thank you, Shaisa. So, Susanna, I want to know, you mentioned that Enterprise Challenge is taking place everywhere else in the world, not everywhere else, but lots of different countries across the world. So what is the program looking like this year everywhere else? And do you feel there's something that's unique about ECP as compared to the other programs?
Sure. So the Enterprise Challenge, as I mentioned, is delivered in different countries. So you have the UK, you have countries like Jordan, Pakistan, Kenya and Barbados. All the programs have two key components that always remain the same. So one is a simulation game that gives the opportunity for young people to really test what it feels like to be owning your own business and taking decisions that are business related. And on the other side, there is the mentorship component, so connecting young people with other stakeholders, other people that might come from a very different world, and they could act as role models. So these two components are the same everywhere, but then whatever is around the program is decided based on the local context. So the timing might be different, the content might be different. For instance, in Jordan, there is gender focus rather than gender component in the modules, and in other countries it's more about green economy, or it really differs according to the context. So what is absolutely unique about Enterprise Challenge Pakistan, and what has been unique since the beginning, is the fact that there has always been a very strong emphasis on ethical decisions and not just business decisions. So SEED has always promoted the importance of promoting among young people the idea of earning money, but for the good and the benefit of the society, which I think is absolutely extraordinary, and has always been the case since the launch of the program 4 years ago. But the novelty this year in 2020 has been the digital component. We have not run Enterprise Challenge fully digitally anywhere else. So it has been a very ambitious plan from SEED and the Princess Trust International to do so. And it has had its own challenges, as obviously we had to compete, work differently. Teachers, mentors, young people, and the organization had to adapt to a very different way of connecting and communicating. But the results has been absolutely great, and is giving us the foundation to hopefully one day have, as you mentioned, the Global Enterprise Challenge and connecting people across the world. So yeah, it's been absolutely great. Thank you.
Thanks, Susanna. Yeah, there's been so many challenges, but such great, valuable learnings that have come out of this as well, which we're really excited to take forward in the next few years. So, Shaisa, I want to speak to you about, the interviews that we've had so far. We've had some really great personalities speaking to us and telling such great stories and inspiring people across the country. So, do you want to kind of sum up what were some key takeaways from those interviews?
Absolutely. I think this web series that you thought of, it wonderful addition to the program. I think it completely brings out a different aspect to entrepreneurship for children. And I'd like to first begin and thank all of our lovely guests who were part of the web series: Adil Hashmi, Natasha Beg, Ehsan Bari, Faizan Najib, and Dino Ali. And I think they were like just such inspirational names for us here in Pakistan and for children, right? So, entrepreneurship, when you look at it in textbooks and you talk about it generally, it's not just about business knowledge. It's also about developing key essential skills in children that relate to resilience and communication and confidence and thinking clearly, and talking about teamwork and how to deal with challenges at a time of uncertainty. And these are skills that are not only necessary for entrepreneurs, but they're required by any professional who wants to do anything in the professional world. So it's a good thing for children to be gaining that kind of insight and exposure. And our celebrities have been very generous with their advice. So I'm very, very grateful to all of them for their time. And there is one key thing that emerged amongst the web series that you did and the interviews that you conducted. It was the importance of staying focused. It was the importance of passion with your work and the dedication, and also staying resilient in spite of the challenges that you face. And that's such an important skill and an understanding to have, because as kids grow up, life gets tougher, and these are skills that you need. So Dino and Natasha spoke about these topics, and they talked about how everybody gets nervous when they're faced with a certain kind of task, but how do you continue to move forward in spite of feeling that fear, and how do you deal with that uncertainty? So that's something that generally in schools or in textbook kids don't hear about. But I believe that through this platform, we were able to bring these conversations to them. Another thing that came up in the conversations was the immense role of family support and mentorship in their journey. Every celebrity talked about how important it was to have this figure to look up to, or a family support, for somebody to guide you, to motivate you, to encourage you. And it also kind of brings to light how important these structures are in Pakistan for young people. You need the right kind of mentorship and guidance to show young people the way. And I believe ECP is such a great platform for us to use and develop those kind of platforms for children, those kind of opportunities for children where they can reach out to get that mentorship. Right. So I think it's been great. It's been a great series, and I'm again very thankful to everyone who's participated in this.
Thank you so much, Aisa. I think it's really great that you mentioned that it's not just about textbook knowledge, and I think that's the kind of change we need to see in Pakistan at a systemic level. That education needs to kind of bring in the skill aspect. You need to bring that skill aspect into schools, and you need to get teachers to talk about the importance of developing the various skills you mentioned, and not just about learning from books all the time. So thank you so much for that. Shaisa, do you want to tell us a little bit about what's next for ECP?
You guys keep talking about a global challenge, and that's one of the exciting. So that's the big vision ahead. It's definitely going to go beyond Pakistan. And it's so diverse, this program, in the kind of skill and aptitude it adds to children, right? The kind of cognitive development that's happening, that it definitely has a lot of room to grow. So we expect it to grow bigger and much better next year, and we're definitely going to go hybrid. So it's going to be a blended program next year.
Great. That sounds really exciting. And I think previously when you mentioned that, ECP gives a chance for kids to interact with potential mentors, to get guidance from them. I think I just want to take this moment to thank all the teachers and mentors who've participated in this program, who've shown so much dedication and commitment. And despite the challenges that come with running a digital program, sometimes people don't have access to Wi-Fi or don't have access to a device. Our teachers and the mentors have still shown so much resilience and such commitment to running this program. So Susanna, just to conclude this interview, would you like to say something to all the students participating and to all the teachers and mentors who took part this year?
Sure. As you mentioned, the first thing I would like to say is a huge thank you to everyone. The program is simply not possible unless you have amazing teachers, wonderful mentors, and dedicated, determined young people. So every single person made this possible. And so thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed the journey. As Mariam mentioned, there might have been some challenges moving to digital, but you made it, and I think this is absolutely great. The second thing that I would like to say is take this away from you. I think we have all learned something on this journey. First of all, we have learned the fact that we can do it if we work together, and we can overcome any challenges the digital world or the real world might bring to us, and we can make it if we work together. And the second thing we have learned is the power of idea and of dreaming. I think last year when we thought about doing this, we didn't imagine what was going to happen next, but we were keen to still develop the program. and everyone, is still keen to develop their business ideas or their social enterprises, and we're making this happen. So do continue to believe in the power of your dreams, and bring the experience of the program with you wherever you go next.
Wonderful, Susanna. Thank you so much. Those were such lovely words. Shaisa, would you like to make some concluding remarks?
Yeah. So again, I'd like to thank the people without whom this would have not been possible. The mentors, our teachers, our students, and taking out their time. And playing together in teams. I'm grateful to all of them, for all the teachers, for their interest and their dedication to the program. And I'm really hoping to see really wonderful pitches at the national finals. Really excited for that, and I'm looking for a great year ahead. So yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shaisa and Susanna, for joining us today. It was so lovely speaking to both of you and hearing such great things from both of you. To the viewers who are watching us, thank you so much for tuning in this entire series. I hope there was something valuable that you all took away from this. I would like to thank Jubilee Life Insurance for powering this series and for giving us this incredible opportunity to inspire and empower people across Pakistan. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Allah Hafiz.